Hello there guys, Aurinna here. Today we're going to be talking about Scream Fortress 14, which came out on October 5th, and some market analysis and some updates and details about what has currently come out and what I think you guys should be investing in our small secondary market sector, which is super niche. If you happen to be watching this, you're probably in the 0.0001% of the population that actually cares about digital assets and macroeconomic analysis of secondary markets with trading card games, Team Fortress 2 items, CSGO items, shit like that. But relatively speaking, sorry about the delay for the intro, but the Team Fortress 2 market, just consumer base is relatively low compared to Counter Strike's because China and the influence of just the trend online with people viewing things. CSGO is more popular, so. I believe that Team Fortress 2 is a nice sector to get into. It's highly undervalued and hasn't appreciated as much as it should have because it's more limited. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Scream Fortress 14. The Ghoulish Gains case is the new Halloween case, and there is a Soldier Assassin grade quick switch Misc in it, so you can use it as a pseudo Misc for your loadouts if you use the console command as a whole head region. And it is a high tier. This is one of the first unusual cranial cows. We didn't know if it was unusual or not because it's hard to unbox. It's assassin grade, but it is able to be unusual, and it is a quick switch Misc for Soldier. And in my opinion, I think it's really nice. And I think the minimum floor price is 150, 200k keys. The Wandering Wraith was bought out by Greed and some other speculators on the low tier end, and the bottom was 300, 350, 400, around 325, 350 was the cheapest price you could get Wandering Wraith for. Sorry about I'm just my words are not going right, but so it is actually able to be unboxed, which is amazing. So we have a new quick switch Misc. So what this means is that they made a update in the Team Fortress 2, Ask Me Anything or whatever they post there for the updates. They said that they're going to evaluate the quick switch option, and they haven't released a statement on that, but they did release a whole head cosmetic. From what I heard from Metal, who is in my Discord, he is, I guess, used to be a higher tier trader. He kind of cashed out, but he's still really knowledgeable. He said that these cosmetics were from 2019 and they just got added in now, so they didn't really change anything. So, I mean, there's nothing really guaranteed yet because they haven't made an update on Quick Switch. But if Quick Switch is here to stay, which I think would be, okay, it's fine. I prefer it if they're not going to re-add Misc back, because I want to have a way to have new effects on my loadouts. That's just a personal thing. You can't have newer effects on actual Misc because they made it not droppable anymore since 2016. Anyways, I'll get off that tirade. So Cranial Cow, it's unusual. You can get an unusual. It's for Soldier, quick switch Misc, assassin grade, hard to get, very expensive. Soldier is one of the best classes. Probably gonna be around 150, 200 keys minimum for any effect. Maybe for the lower tier end, like smoking, nuts and bolts, steaming, probably 100 keys. But I'm talking about Halloween effects. You can't really go wrong. I mean, that's the only way to have it on your loadout. So, very good, very good. So the only thing I'm really worried about is them patching quick switch in the future or altering equip regions for other hats as well. So just be careful about investing. So in regards to quick switch, the Mayflower cosmetic case, it is currently at 11 cents is the cheapest. Buy orders at 8 cents. It did peak at around at 12. So if we look here, if you guys didn't know, the Mayflower case has the God's Gaze and Herald's Helm, which is quick switch Misc. The Herald's Helm is for Scout and the God's Gaze is for Medic. They're very expensive, very, very expensive, but with the recent drama that went on with the quick switch Misc, if you guys didn't know, check out my last video on it. I made a video on it. It got over 1,000 views. A lot of haters, but hey, I mean, that's just part of the thing. But yeah, so I still think that this is a good hold. For 11 cents, you have 2 chances of getting a quick switch Misc for a Halloween effect that's limited. And people continue to want it, and as long as they don't patch the quick switch Misc, this will be a really good hold. And you also have the Bedouin bandana and the Deadhead. I think the Deadhead's 10 keys for unique, maybe 20 keys for strange. I haven't checked, but Still a very good investment. I would definitely think you guys should get into that. Looks like lots for 6 cents. Swap.gg 6 cents, Skinport 7 cents, Bitskins 8, Manco Store 8. So you can actually get cheaper if you use actual cash and shit like that. So, I mean, at that cost basis point, you really can't go wrong. So, I have a nice position in that. Tough Break cosmetic case. So right now we're looking at 73 cents for the cheapest. Buy orders at 64. Seems like people are selling for 64 right now. If we look right here, it jumped up to 80 cents for a Tough Break. So is that a new record? Yes, it is. The last peak was at 56 cents, and the new high of 80 cents with 180 sold. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. If you get, you guys see here. This is just my extraneous crates. Just don't worry about that. But yeah, so this has the Patriot Peak, which is like the all-class team captain. This is like the future of well, I wouldn't say it's like the future, but getting a limited Halloween or Smith effect on the Patriot Peak, which is like an all-class team captain. It's going to be very expensive. It's very high in demand. The cheapest unusual peak, oh gosh, man, I'm going to guess around like 40, 50 keys. Could be a little bit less. But Patriot Peaks are very high tier. People love that cosmetic. And the Tough Break case is getting more and more expensive. So just imagine 5 years in the future. If it's like 70, 80 cents right now, what do you think it's going to be in the future? And what do you think the unusual forms? Yeah, the cheapest one is a Guardian Angel for 40 keys. It was just listed 7 days ago. So yeah, I mean 40 keys isn't that bad for Guardian, by the way. It is low tier, but still limited effect. Anyways, yeah, 40 keys for like the cheapest unusual variant. If you get a limited Halloween effect, you're talking about like from this year, the effects are kind of mid. I'm sorry, the whole effects on this year for Halloween is mid. Last year we had Pumpkin Mood, we had the new eyes, we had the new quote, I guess Fart Cloud, I hate calling it that, but very high tier AoE, purple, orange, and green eyes. So those were high to God tier. And this year is just kind of, we had just kind of mediocre. The Kraken's mid-low. I mean, it's okay if you like it, but that's just my personal opinion. So it won't really age that high, in my personal opinion. So, yep, Tough Break case. It reached 80 cents, so that's awesome. Patriot Peaks in it. Just a bunch of all-class hats and, like, really good-looking hats in it. So, Hat to Kill 4, great-looking for Spy. The Chulchulo, also an all-class. Giftbringer, looks really nice for Soldier. It's like the Christmas Miscs. So, anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of market analysis, and I'd be very worried about Quick Switch Miss. I personally, if you were to ask me, I wouldn't touch them until we get like an actual, message from the TF2 dev team in regards to what they want to do with, the whole head region and unusual Quick Switch Miss. I wouldn't touch them, and until they have like a new way to like have newer effects on actual Miss, which I don't think they're gonna be bringing back Miss into the drop pool. So your best chance is getting Quick Switch Miss if you want 2 newer effects, but be careful. That's what I'll say. Yeah, you're taking a huge risk because they did fix it before. They don't want it in the game, but they reverted it while they're evaluating. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. The generic YouTube stuff. And I appreciate you guys being here, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys have any other questions, be sure to comment down below, and maybe I'll make a video on it, or I'll just respond to you personally. So just know I appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.